What's going on, everybody? Thank you for coming back to the channel today. I know you guys saw the title of today's video. It is an exciting one. I am going to show you the new car I literally just bought yesterday. So it's kind of a big deal. This car, I'm gonna give you a couple hints and I want you to guess before you actually see it, because the thumbnail will be blacked out as well. You are not gonna know what this car is until probably a minute now from the video, but I'm gonna give you a couple of guesses and I want you guys to guess down below. I guarantee you probably can't guess what it is. First clue, 2003. Second clue, 4-cylinder. Third clue, supercharged. Fourth clue, coupe. Fifth clue, the entire roof is a sunroof. And that is about it. So put your comments down below of what you think it is. If you actually get it, I'd be pretty impressed. What I'm thinking some of you are gonna write down right now is Mini Cooper. It is not that. It's actually, I'm gonna tell you in a second what it actually is, but what we are gonna do with this car is a few things. I'm gonna tell you right now, this car probably won't be on the channel for long. It is gonna be more of a money maker, more of a flip than it is going to be my personal car. I will drive it around a little bit just to make sure everything is okay, but we are going to take this car. We bought it for really, really cheap. That was the idea, and we're gonna flip it for hopefully at least $1,000, maybe even $2,000 in profit for me at the end of the day. That is the idea with the car. Let me show you guys what it is right now. Hopefully you've guessed already down in the comment section below what you think it is, but it is a 2003 Mercedes C230 compressor. It is a 1.8 liter supercharged engine. Again, it's a C230. It's the compressor, meaning it is a supercharged model. It's a coupe. And here it is. I'll do a complete walk around right now. The thing is in immaculate condition considering it's 17 years old. So they probably sold this car in 2002, even though it's a 2003. That's a very typical thing to do with car dealerships. And it's 2019 now. Essentially a 17-year-old car that's in great condition. It's a clean title. There's cool little things about this car that are nice. Like I like how the door handles are black. I like how the entire roof's black. That's simply because the entire thing's a sunroof. I like how this little part back here is black. It's also kind of like a little bit of window action going. And it's cool that it's a coupe. There are 5 seats and they're actually very, very usable back there. We'll get to that in a second. So this car is a 2003, like I've said before. It has 147,000 miles on it. 0 check engine lights. Honestly, close to 0 imperfections. There's a few paint chips in the back or in the rear bumper. The sunroof mechanism doesn't work, so it won't go forward and backward, which really isn't a big deal. I don't see people using sunroofs anyways. But that's pretty much it. The previous owner, which is literally my next door neighbor, so that's how I got this deal. I got it for $1,200, and I plan on selling it for, I'm hoping to get at least $3,000 out of it. That would be super awesome. The idea is to clean it up super well. Maybe buff these headlights out because they're getting a little gross looking, very typical with older cars. Making the paint look a lot better, just cleaning it up in general, doing a super huge clean in the interior, even though it's pretty freaking clean in the first place. I'll show you guys that in a second. But just overall get it looking really good, get the tires shined up. There's really nothing to do mechanically to this car. That's kind of why I bought it. I thought it would be a quick flip. That's the goal. Hopefully it's a quick flip. The owner put new tires on it recently all around, are all 4 new, and a brand new battery. Let's pop the hood and show you guys what's underneath here. Pull makes it fairly easy. You just pull this up. But under here, I remember popping the hood for the first time. It is so freaking clean. Previous owner took really good care of this car. There's the brand new battery back there, brand new air filter right there. That's the cabin filter. And everything about this is so, it does not look like a 17-year-old car. It's freaking crazy to me. So again, this car is supercharged. I'm assuming the supercharger's somewhere back there. I'm assuming. Supercharger's somewhere down here, obviously. It is belt-driven supercharger. Exhaust is over there. The catalytic converters are here, which is really good, so I can pass smog here in a minute. Overall, everything is super clean. Everything looks to be there. And it's just a cool, really nicely put engine bay. It's just super clean, cleaner than both of my engine bays. Except for the Miata engine bay is actually pretty clean right now. I'm not sure if that video is up yet or not, but if it is, check it out. It's super clean, painted it recently. It's looking really, really good. The turbo Miata is looking fine. But yeah, this is like a perfect car. A perfect beginning car for a kid, in my opinion. It's a 2003, so it doesn't cost that much money. Well, it's sporty because it's a coupe and it's supercharged, which is awesome. It definitely has a little bit of pep in it. It's definitely much faster than inline 4-cylinders, which is really cool. So it is an automatic, and here's the interior. These are the cloth seats for the interior, but it's actually kind of nice because leather over time looks like crap. and the back seats are looking pretty good too. What I just need to do are basically shampoo the carpets, shampoo the seats as good as I can, and everything else is super clean. The only thing broken on this car is the sunroof doesn't actuate, which is really not a big deal. This car for 2003 has hands-free too, which is pretty crazy for the time, thinking that was 17 years ago. This car was in production in probably 2001 or 2002, and they had hands-free back in the day. And this was kind of cool in my opinion. You just press this and, oh. Isn't that sick? It's kind of cool. So it's an automatic. It drives so freaking smooth. The struts and the springs are perfect. The transmission's great. It is the smoothest freaking driving car ever. AC works, radio works. It's the stock radio. It's really funny because check this out. Wow, that's a relic right there. That's pretty old. But everything else works. It's freaking crazy. Like, this is a super old car. Honestly, if I needed a car, this would be a great car to purchase. The only downfall with Mercedes is that paying Mercedes or paying a place that knows how to work on Mercedes cars, basically European cars, it's pretty expensive. But if you do the work yourself, like me or someone else that's probably going to buy this car, just, you know, if you can do the work yourself, it's not going to be too bad. Like, honestly, the parts for this car and the Speed 3 is honestly a little bit more expensive, so it's not that bad. It's just paying the labor for the shops gets kind of expensive. But again, there's no check engine light on this car. Everything's super clean. Like, I'll start it up for you guys right now. So the key's kind of cool. It's like this little Mercedes key fob that looks like it'd be a push to start, but it's not. So you put it in here, you turn it. Does this beep thing because you don't have your seatbelt on unless I put the seatbelt on, so I'm gonna turn it over. That is the seatbelt light. But yeah, it's super clean, 147,000 miles. There's like a sport mode, which just makes it essentially shift higher in the RPMs. There is kind of like the little paddle shifter type deal down here if you do want to do that. I think that's kind of pointless, but appearance-wise though, there's no huge dents in the car. There are tiny dents here and there. There is a couple of paint scratches in the rear bumper, nothing really aggressive to be completely honest. But everything else, it's so clean. It's so clean. That's why I had to pick it up. That's why I'm gonna try to make a flip on it. I really don't want to keep this car. It's an automatic. There's not really big options to get more power in this car unless you want to spend a lot of money. Essentially, I'd rather put my money in a different car modding wise, but if I had to drive, if I needed a daily right now, if I didn't have the Speed 3 and I only had the Miata, or if I only had the Speed 3 and didn't have another car, essentially, if I didn't have two cars, I would definitely whip this thing around, but I don't need a third car, especially a second daily. That doesn't make any sense. So if you're out there and you want a Mercedes 2003 C230 compressor, I'm your guy. I'll let you, if you come to me, I will give you a better deal than I would get anyone else. If you watch my videos and you want this car, you need a car, I'll hook it up. I'll definitely hook it up. Way less than $3,000 for sure. But there's everything. This is running incredibly smooth. There's zero movement in the engine. I believe if you guys were in my shoes and you saw this opportunity, your neighbor was just selling it. He came up to me, he's like, dude, I'm getting rid of this car. If you want to buy it from me, you can. The dealership offered me $900. If you want to offer me a little bit more, I'll give it to you. So I was like, sure. I mean, honestly, dealerships rip people off with trade-ins. Never sell your car to a dealership. Always do a private party sell. So I was like, yeah, I'll buy it for $1,200 and I'm gonna flip it. And that's what I told him. I think if you guys were in my shoes, you would do the same thing I did. I know it's a great opportunity for me. Hopefully I can make a couple extra $1,000 here. That'd be the real idea. That'd be super sweet. Make a couple extra bucks and then buy a different project car or just mod our current project cars out even more. But we'll see. I have a car in mind. It is Euro. But I do have another car that's JDM in mind. I have so many cars in mind that I'd want to do. But for right now, we're going to fix this thing up. Make probably one, maybe two more videos max on it, and get rid of it, sell it, and make a couple extra bucks and get something new, or mod our current cars out even more. So again, guys, if you like the video, like the video. Liking the video helps so much for me, you guys don't even know. It gets the video spread out across the interwebs, and it's the best thing you can do for a YouTuber. If you like the YouTuber you're watching, all you have to do is click the like button. It's free, it costs nothing to you, and it means a lot to us. So like the video if you like the video. If you didn't like the video, still like the video. Comment. Did you guys comment right? Did you comment right? Did you think it was gonna be this car? Probably not. And subscribe, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.